Oh, we are back once again, bitches. It's the Wash
You're welcome.
Gods.
Wash never washed up.
Like I said, the gang is all here. No
Shout out
exposure.
for creators.
Yeah. Shout out Taji, shout out Warren the
Man,
God.
Warren. What up?
In the house. Ow. Yeah, we are back once again. We are the Wash Gods. I am Drafts.
I am Sean-Luc Picard.
Ooh, yeah.
Feels good.
Yeah, man. NBA playoffs is on. We in here watching the Bucks in the Heat. Won't tell y'all what game it was. Not to date the Pod 2 merch. But, yeah, we're back once again. It feels good, man. How you doing?
I'm good, man. I'm moving and grooving. How about yourself?
I'm awful. But I'm still podcasting with the people. Ooh, still
Mike
hot
up,
in it.
Taji, how are you?
I'm well, man.
Yeah.
Good to see y'all.
Yeah, it's good to
Likewise.
see y'all. I hope Warren's great. Like I said, we're back once again. We are the Wash Gods, never washed up.
Nope. Countries.
Yeah, let's get into the countries. Shout out to these United States. The United Kingdom, Australia. Shout out
Hey,
Ben
mate.
Simmons, man.
Yep. See you out here.
Canada, Iceland, Germany, Ireland.
One black podcast in Iceland.
Yeah. Russia, India, Francais, Brazil,
Shout out Ratatouille.
Norway, New Zealand, Finland, Costa Rica, Puerto Rico, Romania, Spain, Ecuador, Denmark, the Netherlands,
Shout out
Sweden,
Ecuador.
Singapore, Slovakia,
Shout out all
Belgium,
the Dutch.
fucking Italy,
Dutch masters.
Qatar.
Damn.
Shout out all the pastas, the imposters, you know.
Yeah. All right.
Yep.
That had to happen in real time, so I can see how functional this podcast is.
Yep. So
It's
what were
duct
the other
tape
countries?
and sticky two-sided scotch tape holding most
some
of
of
the
that
shit
shit
together.
Cam was saying.
tape.
Yeah, duct tape and duct tapes. Yeah. Anyway, Qatar, Turkey, Hong Kong, Japan, Mexico, and
K-onda.
South Korea. So
Shout out K-pop.
yeah, like I said, we're back once again. This is episode 62. Shout out to Scott Pollard, man. One of the best basketball players ever. Yeah, man. Scott Pollard was shitty as fuck,
In
man.
the throes of the history books.
Yeah. I just remember him from that 98 Bulls versus Jazz series. You remember all like them garbage niggas like what was that? Brian Russell, the nigga that got crossed and got the jumper in his face.
Byron Russell.
Oh,
'Cause
Byron
you,
Russell,
'cause
yeah.
You thought it was Brian? It was Byron. Yeah.
Byron Russell, shout out to him for being iconic. Craig Elo status.
Craig.
Yeah, but anyway, shout out to Scott Pollard. This is episode 62.
Yeah, be careful, man. Them basketball players do not play about their rep on podcasts.
Yeah,
so.
clearly. We'll get into that later. Yeah, Scott Pollard, I don't want no smoke,
please.
I don't want none of
Byron,
that.
I got your name right.
Yeah.
This nigga Draft fucked it up. I know he was hot because he was like, nigga, my name is not Brian.
Oh, this was a thing.
Byron.
All right, shout out to
It
Byron.
had to be, bro.
Shout out to Byron. Ain't no more Byrons no more.
Yeah, that's a Walsh nigga name.
Yeah.
That's up there with Earl.
Yeah, ooh, Earl Sweatshirt.
I mean, that ain't his real name.
All right.
All right.
How was your week?
It was cool. It actually wasn't cool. I really feel like I feel like there's a war going on.
Outside, no man is safe from.
I threw the alley. But I really do feel like I'm at war with people's issues. Like I'm dealing with everybody else's shit. It's been like work related shit, relationship shit, family shit. It's like the trifecta of
The
shit.
big three.
Yeah, the big three.
Shout out to the Nets.
But I've been, like I said, man, I've been trying to process shit in real time so I don't overreact. And it's been working with work. Personal shit, not so much. But in situations where I can't maneuver around it, I ignore. Like I had to block somebody, and it was the first time I've ever had. It was so crazy.
My block list like Matumbo.
sure.
Are we talking social media or like your?
no.
It's the first time I done blocked somebody on my phone, so I'm like,
phone, real life.
I'm still green.
Social media.
Yeah.
Take a pic.
Yeah. I remember like arguing with a chick and sending her my block list. Like, yo, this shit serious, man. You could be the next. Like this. You
get nominated.
Yeah.
You campaigning, man. You might get elected.
We can throw you a party, man.
But it was dumb
Block
shit.
party.
Name of the pod. It was dumb shit, and sometimes I'm stuck in this juxtaposition where I see bullshit, and I'm looking at it's like I see myself from the other side, like I'm having an out of body experience. I'm like, dog, you can avoid all this shit by saying nothing, or you can tell them they full of shit and see what happens.
I had that moment today. Like after I said it though, I'm like, man.
Yeah, exactly. And that's usually, and see, that's why I'm trying to be better.
I preach this shit to everyone. I'm like, bro, whatever you do, don't say anything. Yeah. And then as soon as I get the moment, I'm like, blah, blah, blah. I look back and in retrospect, like, motherfucker, shut up.
Somebody sent me a text message by accident, and I opened it. I was like, oh, that was sent to you by mistake. Like, it wasn't a mistake.
Never is.
Yeah, it wasn't a mistake, but it's cool.
I've definitely sent text messages by mistake, multiple times.
And how many times were they mistakes for real?
All of them, true mistakes, like shit that got me in hot water and shit, like real shit. That's like, oh, what the fuck did you just say about me? Like I was talking about the person, and I sent it to them. Yeah, yeah.
Y'all must be. It's got to be a spectrum of y'all.
I just be sending text messages, man. I don't even think about shit.
What?
I move in good faith, man. I just assume my message is gonna reach the right people.
Yo, when text messages become the gun control issue of the next generation, they're gonna play this pod.
Mass messages, yeah. Coming into church.
Texting everybody.
Bitch.
Text terrorist. I don't know what the fuck I was talking about.
Blocking people.
But yeah, anyway.
Accidental.
So I'm like, yo, it's not an accident. Nope. But
unless you drive.
I'm like, yo, it's cool.
That's all I'm saying.
I was like, yo, but it's cool because this is repetitive. I see the pattern. And even if it wasn't, I feel like it's an issue I don't need. Like it's an issue I don't need. And right now I'm feeling like everything, from the priorities I have at work to the priorities I have for myself, like all that shit be at risk when people have too much access. Like, we already do a pod. I do music. Like I'm outside. I work in a public place. Like, there's some things. If I communicate with you, like we talk about things, I have conversations with you. That's a privilege on both ends, but. Like, it can't be mismanaged because then you causing problems, and I think that's usually the issue.
I had a conversation with somebody like recently about like, yo, listen, like you said, we make music, do a podcast. I'm like, yo, I'm constantly performing, yo, and I always felt like dating for the most part is very performative. Like, and I'm like, yeah, I don't want it. Like, that's why I don't date like that.
And
like,
I don't want to see nobody perform either. Like,
yeah.
Like I remember you talking about like, I usually give somebody the opportunity. I'm dating the opportunity to show me whether or not, like, who they really are, and it always seems too hard for them. And I remember you told me some shit years ago. It was like, yo, I always play Gil Scott Heron, like when you are who you are around women, just to see if they pick up on game.
Yeah, you'd be so beautiful if you are who you are, man.
I think about that shit so often because I'm like, man, I remember being in situations where I'm telling people like, yo, I know what's up, bro. Just
it's not like somebody that lives in their own skin. Like a lot of the iconic people that I love, it's like that's the thing about them that I feel like that people really can't put their finger on. It's just like they're just so in themselves, like they just themselves. They don't live on like social norms and shit. Like when I think about all the people like the Jimi Hendrixes and the Amy Winehouses, like they were fucked up, but they just were just so them, man. It was
you kind of got to take the good with the bad.
Yeah, and that's why people kind of accepted all that bullshit, because I'm sure it came with a lot of shit, but it's like, man, it's just so few people that just are
what's fucked up about
okay
it
with being themselves.
As an artist, and this is just gonna be me being like playing devil's advocate for my own annoyance. But nigga, that's me. Like I'm the person who usually come with shit. But when shit come to me, everything I have going on is so much more important. Like, and it's not even like we. I look at it like, yo, all my relationships are based off the same thing, like usefulness, especially at this age. Like, I don't really have friends that don't do nothing. So the idea that, like, I got to interact with you in a negative way for no reason at all, there ain't no payout. Like, we just now it's just a fight. Like, it just seemed like it's more of a cost than it is an asset.
Yeah, I literally tweeted this shit earlier. Like all the time I wasted going back and forth with chicks is time wasted. You know what I mean? Like that's why I'm trying to get out of the habit of like having an argument. You know, I said that on the last podcast. Well, there's no point in having an argument, man. Like that energy could be better spent
solving the problem.
Yeah,
and that's I mean, it ain't even like this. Ain't even a thing about like relationships. It's just about
life in general.
Yeah, life in general. Communicating ideas. Yeah. I had to have the same energy with work. Like I'm like, yo, this is what I'm doing. You can work around that. Like this is what I'm doing. And I think having that energy now, real shit, about most things, whether it be the podcast, the rap shit, the work shit, like I get to a point where I have to do it just because I have to have a certain measure of control. Like I don't want to sit there and be in a position where I'm subject to somebody else's insecurities. And that shit bothers me.
But I think that's most of life is being subject to everyone's insecurities. That's pretty much what it is. Like, learning to adapt around them, work around them and shit, because it just is what it is. Everybody comes with their own little... And that's I just heard this on... I listened to Joe Rogan, the... what's the comedian's name? Fuck. White girl.
Sarah Silverman?
But she just dyed her hair blonde.
Tig.
Fuck. Sorry, guys. Whitney Cummings. Yeah, we listened to the episode of Whitney Cummings, and they were talking about how, like, it was some fucking smart guy that said, like, the biggest mistake of mankind is blaming people for, like, being themselves, pretty much, because most of who you are is not under your control. It's like, all the things that are imprinted in you, like, in childhood, or shit is out of your control. Like, I'm this way because I was made this way. It's like, I'm not trying to be this way. It just is what it is. To hold me, like, accountable to your standards when I didn't grow up like you is kind of ridiculous, because I've been imprinted a different way than you. Like, how can you expect me to move the exact same way as you?
I think that's why people, like, I've learned, again, I've been on my 4 agreement shit. Like, be impeccable with my speech, and then, like, don't take things personally. Like,
and that's what they were talking about. Like, if you take somebody's personality personally, you know what I mean? Like, you're gonna miss out on a lot of people too. I think, like, a lot of people that I like, people will say are kind of shitty, but I like them because I feel like they're okay with being themselves. They're okay with saying the fucked up shit, because that's the shit that counts, man.
Yeah,
like, anybody can say agreeable shit, man.
I appreciate that more than trickery. Like, pettiness. Yeah. And that's really my biggest issue. Like, I can go through shit with niggas, man. Me and you don't get along all the time.
Yeah.
This shit is
it's
just a process.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like,
but I'd rather
have that and be able to communicate ideas than be like just spiteful and sit there and do little shit. You know what I mean?
That's the thing. It's like, yo, I'd rather have a big, awkward, shitty conversation and be done with it. That way we can move forward and be so clean, because it's already in the air. We didn't already discussed it, man. We can actually have fun and enjoy each other's company and shit without having that fucking dark cloud in the room of, like, you know, resentment and shit. Because that's what happens. You just end up resenting that person and shit instead of, like, getting it out in the open.
Yeah, trying to be, like, able to enjoy each other's conversation or a company.
And, like, you end up forgetting them why you even like the motherfucker.
Yeah, it's like, what are we doing? All this shit just come with shit.
I don't even know where we started.
Oh, that was my week.
Word.
I also, shout out Taji, man. We had a what do you call it? A Tim the Toolman Taylor moment, trying to fix my brakes. But shout out to him, man. My other story was so long I didn't give him the credit he deserves.
Thank you.
Y'all was building. What y'all build? A house?
Yeah, we
Made it a home.
treehouse, man. Nah, I had to get my brakes redone, and I didn't want to pay somebody to do a job that I felt like I could watch on YouTube and learn. But luckily, Taji had tools, and after, like I said, 2 trips to like 2 different AutoZone stores, we finally got what we needed. 4 hours and 37 minutes later, I think we came over here and recorded music. That was the night we cut them songs with Joe.
Oh yeah, word. Oh yeah. So yeah. What the fuck did I do this week?
I don't know, nigga. You had all day.
Yeah.
What you think you've been working on?
Shit.
Another episode of Black Guy Thinking Time. Since you guys have been wondering, I just thought about like, I think I was listening to the last podcast.
This nigga Draft gonna be a philosopher by the end of this shit.
And
Statue like.
this is my thing for this week. It's like I guess y'all just going through like my various neuroses or some shit. But I thought about how you was like, you talked about the job a lot, and you said like the problem is I actually like what I'm doing, but it's just the shit that comes with it. And I'm like, yo, you know what? I don't know if I've ever done what I like professionally.
That's a thing.
I'm like, man, I wonder how many people feel like this. You know what I mean? Like, I've never even done anything I kind of liked.
Yeah.
Like, anything that I like.
One of my biggest realizations this week was like, yo, everything I said I wanted to do, I got to without any real help. Like, I wanted to go to culinary school so I could run a restaurant. And I've accomplished that. I wanted to run a boutique when I was collecting sneakers, and I got the chance to do that. Like,
I've low key watched you do this shit at low key a few times. Round of applause.
I struggle with it now because everybody like, yo, quit your job, nigga, just jump out there, nigga, leap of faith shit. And I'm just like, bro, it's
fuck food.
A lot of this shit is that, bro. This shit is that.
Yeah.
It's a balance of both, and it's always been a balance. I don't know how much more I could put into something else without taking away from the other, because they feed each other. Like, all of this shit is kind of like, it's a dance that you do with all your shit.
And a lot of people that I like to say I associate with tend to like, they found that like a little sweet science of like doing what they kind of enjoy and, you know, making money out of it. I'm like, man, that might be my life's like biggest problem. It's like I don't enjoy anything like outside of creativity, you know what I'm saying? Like, and I had to fall back in love with even this process or music, you know what I mean? Because it got to a point where I didn't even enjoy that, like just because I got so caught up in outcome, you know. Outcome is like
dating.
Yeah. Well then, but yeah, man. I mean, other than that, went on a job interview today. I realized I'm really good at that shit. I think I said that. Like, I'm fine at this shit, man. It was like one of them group interview type of situation, and I see everybody taking my answers and try to remix them.
You just looking at them.
Man, I'm the shit. I know y'all see this shit, right? Bet. I ain't got to say nothing. It's like when you shoot that 3 and you turn around and look at the crowd as it goes in.
That was me.
That's what I felt like. But yeah, other than that, that was cool. Ain't really stressing about that.
Yeah.
Other than that, I guess we can get into wash moments. You got one? If not, I think I got one.
I was outside this week. Yeah, I got one. I was outside this week, and I ended up hanging out. I was supposed to get a tattoo on Friday, and it was just a touch-up, but a tattoo hadn't healed enough, so I got to push it back another week. Since I was out there, I ended up going to the basketball court over there at Butler, and I'm out there shooting with this old nigga. Shout out to him, man. I really think he was a J, but I don't want to say that. It was just the front teeth missing, just kind of put it over the top for me. But he had a basketball, and I didn't. So I'm just out there.
Dentists are expensive.
They are. They are.
Just to say that.
He told me he had to go, and he didn't lead a part. That was the other kind of telltale sign. But he looked at his watch for real. Was like, all right, I got one more shot, bro, and I gotta go. Like, I seen him just chilling outside on the stoop, like hanging out with everybody else. Like, damn, bro, he took the ball with him. Yeah, he took the ball with him though. Like, I was sitting. But anyway, I ended up hooping and coming back to Edgewood for a minute, and they told me about this. I guess it was some glow party that they were having in a place, and I ended up pulling back up with E Saturday night. It was cool. I ran into Kashi, DJ Kashi. Shout out him.
Shout out to. Go on.
All right. He had a pretty dope set. He played Tila, which I thought was kind of serendipitous.
Word. Good shit.
And it was cool, man. That was really only my the wash moment. But I just remember being in there drunk and screaming like niggas wasn't outside when they was playing Tila. Just because it was like, yo, I'm looking at people just dancing to this shit and they don't understand the culture that's in the building, bro. You don't feel it like I feel it.
You don't even know what's happening right now.
I did the old nigga shit where you push everybody away for no reason, bro. Oh, shit. It's nobody there. It's two people, bro.
That's my favorite thing to do in the club.
Oh,
just be
shit.
ridiculous.
Yeah.
Oh, shit. Nigga, get out the way. Nigga, a song is playing.
Y'all niggas not from the South. You start stretching your shirt. Your chest.
Stand up on the couch, nigga.
Me and Vince used to have those moments all the time going to like random concerts. I remember having it at a Crit concert when the DJ was just playing all this 3-6
the warm-up
shit.
joint,
Nigga, you've never seen old niggas lose their mind like niggas in a concert where like a DJ's playing warm-up music.
Yeah. That's kind of the thing.
That's the party before the party. But yeah, my watch moment is just being old and ridiculous. The Griselda, the
Griselda
definitely
joint was one of those. But I guess my wash moment. So I was getting my hair braided and shit. Well, let me take that back, man. All right, so
you weren't getting your hair braided.
I mean, I was, but it was neither here nor there. I've been like really slutty on Instagram lately. Been following a lot of OnlyFans hoes, man, just for my, my consumption. You know what I'm saying? Say what you want about me, man. I try to keep a healthy diet of entertainment, and I just feel like I needed a little bit of junk food in that motherfucker. You know what I'm saying? Timeline was
golden Oreos.
And
it's a pyramid. It is an Eiffel Tower.
One thing I've learned this week is, OnlyFans bitches got merch.
Yeah.
That's y'all knew this?
Everybody gotta have merch, man.
That shit is insane to me, bro. Like, maybe I'm just old as fuck. Like, these hoes got, like, what niggas like, hell yeah, I like this bitch so much I'm gonna buy her t-shirt with a pussy print on it. And her name underneath it. Like, what
it probably come with the package. Like, you get like a premium.
Nah, chick I follow, it was just like, nah, I'm selling
she got a separate.
She's selling tees.
She diversifying her streams of income.
Like Travis Scott, like, like
she got a collab with Burger King coming up. She got a Whopper on the shirt.
Like, how can anybody suck dick so good that makes you want to buy a t-shirt?
Hey,
shit, look at you.
Ask Mr. Marcus.
I was about to say you might not have had it yet.
Yeah. I need to get that type of dome. But
Erykah Badu had a pussy candles. I mean,
yeah,
it's all branded, right?
It is all the same shit, man. But it's
levels. How much time we got?
We bloopers.
6 minutes.
Oh shit!
You gotta play music every time this shit happens. Oh shit! I'm gonna get this right during the break, people. Don't you worry. Anyway, that's my watch moment, man. OnlyFans bitches got merch. There's a lot of mic drops. I'm sorry, guys. It's just a part of the process. Shout out to the Sixers. It just kind of wowed me. How much time we got?
6 minutes.
Word. 6 minutes. 6 minutes.
All right, you want to talk about Julio Jones in the 6 minutes?
Yeah. We shout out to Julio Jones, man.
Where's he? Where's he?
Okay, so did you see how the story broke?
But definitely not the Cowboys.
Yeah. So Skip and Shannon are arguing about Julio Jones, and Shannon decides to call him on the phone, and I don't know if he knew he was on live TV. And Shannon just asked him outright. So what's up, man? You gonna stay with the Falcons, or what's up? He's just like, nah, man, I'm out of there.
Up out of there.
On the phone?
On the phone. On TV.
On live TV.
Yeah.
That's fire.
Yeah. So this story is still kind of developing. We'll really see how all these pieces fall, man. But Julio Jones, man, fucking Falcons great, man. The Randy Moss of Atlanta.
Get out of here. Get your flowers while you can still get them, bro. Get the fuck out of here.
Yeah,
please.
Get that money,
ring.
man.
Yeah.
Nigga,
we'll still cheer for you, bro.
Yeah.
You the real legend of the fall.
Shout out to Michael Vick. But yeah, I was like, yeah, you got big status in Atlanta. I think you're very beloved. So like, I think even when niggas hear the clip, they can like, man, I get it.
Julio Jones will work done. Julio.
Yeah. I forgot about work done. Shout out to him. Yeah. Yeah, man. But I thought that shit was kind of crazy, bro. This nigga just dropped this shit live on air. Yeah, this nigga Shannon is a fucking sellout.
They've been saying a lot of shit too. They said that they was gonna try to leverage him like a few weeks ago. The Falcons, they wanted to get rid of him.
Yeah, because they don't want to restructure his deal. So that's the thing.
Meanwhile,
Matty Ice is
number 2.
Yep.
Make sure that motherfucker is paid. But
Big
on that
buckets.
note, I guess we'll be right back. Shimmy, shimmy, y'all. Okay, that was a bad intro. Yep. We are back once again from the Brizac.
I should have. Never mind. Anyway.
Shout out to the Atlanta Hawks, man. Ice Trae, man. This motherfucker, man, impressed the fuck out of me, man. It's fucking woolly willy hair ass nigga. Fucking getting buckets.
Draft got defensive, man. I said a meme I saw on the internet to the group. This nigga was like, "Leave him alone. He had a great game." You would have saw this nigga Ice Trae was his son.
Nah, man. I'm still on the high,
furious.
man. Say, damn, bro. We ain't had this shit in such a long time, bro.
Furious, Trae.
All right.
Never mind. Thank you.
For the folks in the cheap seats. But
get it, load of crickets.
No, I was super excited, man, because I don't know if I've ever had that type of excitement as an Atlanta Hawks fake fan. I'm not really a fan, but since I'm from here,
Faux fan.
Yeah, faux fan. Yeah, I'm not really a fan, but you know, I feel like our franchise is cheap as a motherfucker, but that's a different conversation.
What happens when a corporation owns a sports team?
Yeah, we are the Walmart of basketball teams. Like, I mean,
yeah, they just ship that shit around.
Yeah.
State Farm? Is it Phillips?
Let's just keep it open. Just keep the doors open.
Is it Dame Diddy? Dame Dollar?
Yeah, but Trae, man, had a fucking amazing game. Fucking hit the game winner.
0.9.
Told everybody in the fucking Madison Square Garden to shut the fuck up, man. It's like it's real quiet in here right now, man. It was really amazing. Like, I don't know, man. I've never been this proud to be a nigga from Atlanta, man, as I am today. So shout out to fucking Ice Trae.
Yeah, I enjoyed it, man. Outside of the meme I sent to the group, I really appreciated. I really appreciated seeing an Atlanta Hawk kind of talk their shit. It'd be dope to see how this new playoff series works.
It's like the first time I've seen like fanfare for the Hawks in Atlanta too. Like, that's been really interesting to see. Like, motherfuckers really rocking Trae Young jerseys and the others.
Collins.
Yeah. Talk about him like he was Beyonce. And them, Trae Young and them.
Trae Young and the Pips. But nah, shout out to Lou Will, John Collins. Those guys. Herder. I don't rest of the guys. But yeah, shout out to them. Bogon, bro, went crazy, bro. But yeah, man, we up 1-0 right now. I'm sure we'll be up more games by the time this pod airs, hopefully.
Yep.
If not,
Speaking
fuck the Knicks.
existence.
It's really crazy too. I really wanted to talk about this because there's so many people from New York and Atlanta. So like that's what really makes this rivalry like more spicy than it would like it's
the high school.
You can see how chippy it is. Just like in like the fans were loud as fuck, bro. Like that shit was low key an experience to watch the game because like you could kind of feel the intensity as it's going on. Like the entire game, you see fucking Spike running up and down the sideline and shit.
I saw what was it, R.J. Barrett dunk?
Yeah.
That shit, that's what kicked me into the game because I was like, oh shit, like these niggas is playing.
Yeah.
I seen that shit and I was like, oh Jesus Christ.
Yeah.
I remember sitting there thinking to myself, damn, I'm glad he was white.
Yeah, he shitted on him.
It was crazy.
Bogan, you know, shit, he went crazy too with them threes. Yeah, man, so shout out to all the New Yorkers, man. Y'all get to see y'all Knicks lose in person when the series comes back
Front
to
and
Atlanta.
center.
You
I
know
said,
what I mean?
this joker Spike had his hands on his hips. I laughed so hard. Spike just sitting there in his mask with his hands on his hips, just upset.
Every time I see Spike, I'm like, what the fuck does this nigga have on, man?
Yeah.
This nigga will wear a
That
jersey,
shit,
a
nan,
suit
fit
jacket.
ain't nan, boy.
Yeah.
That shit be nan.
It's like this nigga just walk in his closet with his eyes closed and just grab shit.
Ski boots, overalls, let's go.
Shoulder pads, fuck it, man. Going to a basketball game, I don't give a fuck.
Suspenders and overalls, who give a fuck, nigga?
Colorful glasses.
Yep. Joker be dressed like a proud mom in church.
I'm like, this is the messiest I've ever seen. Bleep that. Yeah, man.
Doing the wrong thing on a regular basis. And nobody talks about it.
I'm like, yo, we gotta talk about this, nigga. I feel like we need to have an intervention with
Is
this
he
nigga.
our Michael Rappaport, bro? Is he doing?
Not
is he
yeah,
doing New York shit?
yeah,
Like
kinda.
doing New York shit too much in behalf of New York niggas?
It's like we respect you, Spike, but
Relax.
yeah, chill, bro.
You always got to be on camera. You supposed to be behind it.
Yeah.
We don't need to see. Nobody needs to have that much orange and blue, bro.
Yeah.
The
Them
Knicks
colors
don't
don't
have that
yeah.
much orange and blue, bro. The Knicks don't.
You really can't even get that many fits off with that colorway.
Yeah,
like
man.
the shit he be trying, like this nigga, yeah, you be trying some shit, dog.
Or either switch up the blue, like go Syracuse. It's still New York. Like change your tapestry.
I've been thinking about this shit for a minute. Like I really be sitting there looking at this nigga like, what the fuck? Like what's
They just letting this nigga. They letting him in. Like, yo, 3 articles of red, blue, or orange and blue Nick attire, please, at one time.
Yeah.
All set it with white.
I've never seen a motherfucker with so many pairs of orange pants. Like, nigga, what the fuck? But anyway, that was a long tangent.
So Dominique Wilkins, speaking of Atlanta Hawks,
yeah,
Dominique
speaking of
Wilkins recently put out a tweet stating that he was discriminated against by this some bougie ass restaurant in Buckhead. But no,
Facts.
Not even rated well, by the way.
yeah, see,
Yeah.
I ain't gotta say it, nigga. I'm not gonna say the name, man. Fuck him.
I kind of felt like I saw this tweet in real time.
Same, cause it was trending around the time like I ended up looking up the restaurant. Cause I mean, I pay attention to restaurants, and truth be told, no salt. Like I ain't never heard about it. But I mean, that shit happens. We just came off Air Force One gate with the restaurant down. What was that in Lenox?
And then I remember they had that thing where I think
Houston's?
it was Houston's, yeah, where T.I. was out there.
This ain't nothing new. Like
Yeah.
it ain't really nothing new. And I mean, you just gotta stop giving your business. Like I think that's pretty much the take he had. But I don't know about saying. As a celebrity, I guess you kind of do have to do your part to say something about these places so other people don't go in there and assume that it's going to be all straight. But, yeah, you just got to stop giving these places your business. They don't want to accept you as you are. Like, I don't want to go nowhere I can't wear shorts. For real. If it's hot outside, why I got to get dressed?
Yeah.
Why am I
Also
doing this
think
for
about
you?
this thing with like people of a certain stature monetarily. it's like, do you go there because the food's better, or do you go there because you feel like the people are better? You know, like, why are you even there in the first place? You know what I mean?
What
like,
do you do? And
if
are you upset when you find out the people aren't any better?
Or like,
why are you upset?
Or they don't deem you, they don't deem you as better. You know what I mean? Maybe they are better, quote unquote, but you a nigga. You a big nigga at the end of the day, man. I think sometimes athletes, you know, or people just are influence in general, like they get so lost in the sauce. It's like they feel they
forget who they are.
Yeah,
even if you in the Benz, you still a nigga.
Yeah, so it's like, my nigga, like
in the coop.
It's a lot of black restaurants you probably could have went to that's gonna fucking be like, oh, Nick, nigga, they gonna take pictures, nigga, they gonna give you the fucking best.
Tomahawk your food down.
Yeah, nigga, like you go. Yeah, yeah, man. Like they're gonna welcome you with open arms, bro. Like you're gonna be the star of the show.
Go where you love, man.
Yeah, like they said, don't
in
go,
life.
Don't go where you accept it. Go where you respect it. You know what I mean? Like so, it's kind of that thing for me.
That too.
Like,
more importantly,
it's like the biggest thing I took from that. It's like, nigga, why the fuck was you there in the first place? Like, I don't want to go a lot of places where they look at me like, I don't know, nigga. What type of nigga are you? Like, like if it's got to be that.
It is crazy how common that is, where you'll see people
hire a chef, motherfucker, if you need some nice food. God damn it, nigga.
You got all the money, nigga. Do what you want. That's what I'm saying.
Nigga, buy a steak, nigga.
Buy a cow, better get, nigga. I don't know what we plan to accomplish with this one. That shit was great. Try to tell this nigga buy a chef.
Just saying, nigga.
Yeah, but you are right. There is something to the fact that I don't know. Like you do go to nice restaurants, so you feel like, damn man, these niggas ain't eating pasta here, like, cause it's just pasta or it's just some other shit. Like
you know, like when you see niggas on IG, they're like, "Oh, niggas can't get here though." Like when they be in a little fancy spot, it's like, you know, sometimes that shit backfire on you and shit. And I just think that's the case of that. It's like, yeah, you know, you so used to stunting that you had to kind of get checked a little bit. Like you had to understand, like you said, even if you in the binge, you still a nigga, man. So still a nigga, man. A lot of niggas got songs about this shit. Neek. Goddamn, Hove, yeah. It's rich niggas with songs about this. Goddamn, nigga, get on the program. Yeah.
Research.
Not in this library.
Yeah.
Some more rap.
Yeah. I'm sure Rick James probably got a song about it too. But shout out to Kwame Brown, man. First of all, I want to apologize if I ever offended you, my nigga.
No smoke.
Yeah. Like
No
I think I might have spoke out of turn, man.
And ain't nothing wrong with drinking, bro. Like as you can see, we drink on this podcast.
I drink all the time, bro.
And ain't nothing wrong with speaking your truth, as the youth say.
Yeah, but this nigga,
he got points, man. He seems like he
scored the most points I've ever seen him score in life.
You like that? He's scoring points where it counts. Nigga. Shut up. What the fuck is you talking about, man? Stop talking about my nigga Kwame. Like that, bro.
The court of life.
Yeah, the only Kwame we recognize, nigga.
On this basketball court of life, he just put up a triple-double.
You the Jordan.
But yeah, man, Kwame. I just want to say again, I apologize for all the shit I just said, too. Yeah, he's been going crazy online, man.
He's like the Suge Knight of the NBA.
Yeah.
He got everybody scared of him. I saw Stephen A. Smith, a person who gets paid to talk about people for a living, apologize immediately. I was like, oh yeah, everybody else gonna fall. Basketball niggas, they do sport shit. They're competitive. They're gonna go back and forth. A nigga who don't have nothing to lose but everything is gonna apologize first. Charlamagne too. Charlamagne apologized too.
Yeah.
Like,
niggas on TV apologizing.
on
That's
TV.
Big. That's big, man.
And he did all this from his IG.
Yeah. It's like that whole saying is like make the apology as loud as the disrespect. They made sure they did that. Like, I don't know what type of private conversations he had with these people, but they got the fucking message, man. So I'm getting the message too, bro. No more jokes. I think I got them all out.
Yeah, we got to give a round of applause just to be safe.
I know you might be in these Atlanta streets, bro. You see me, it's all love, dog. Like, any way I can help you. You know what I'm saying? Like,
You got that truck, bro. He gonna find you some work. He gonna find something for you to do.
Yeah, that nigga ain't.
But this joker needs a.
He's like Atlanta's Ron Artest.
Yeah, he's kind of like I was gonna say what's that nigga name, bro? He's like basketball's Dr. Umar. Like, this joker's out here. He gonna build a school. It's gonna be a program for youth to go learn how to like hoop and son NBA players on social media.
Yeah, that shit's it's been a fucking extravaganza.
The funny thing is, like, I can't imagine, and this is no salt. I think it's just bad. I think it's bad advice because I don't think Matt Barnes or Stack Jack would have invited him onto the pod unless somebody higher up would have told them to. Because like I said, they're NBA players. They're gonna do NBA shit. They're gonna be competitive. They're gonna go back and forth. But to invite him on the pod and him say no and y'all still apologize is wild. Like, and I'm not saying that it's duly. He deserved that. Like, it's not wrong, but the fact that this happened in a public forum is wild. Like, everybody was kind of losing their shit. And after a while, I guess more to Kwame Brown's benefit, like, he wore the public down. Like, everybody was like, bro, leave this nigga alone, bro. He kind of makes sense. Yeah. This nigga seems straight. He don't seem like he worried about you niggas. Why y'all worried about him?
And you think about it, like, it's an interesting thing about this whole thing is you can't cancel him. Like, they would love to cancel him and just move him out the way like they do with a lot of people who get out of line that's in the spotlight. But nigga doing this shit from his truck. He don't give a fuck about this shit. But you gonna have to take this nigga.
The last video I watched, he said, like, bro, I've been doing this shit from my truck, bro. I'm straight. I don't give a fuck what you niggas talking about.
Yeah, so it's like,
he was like, yo, I'm putting this on YouTube, man. I can't curse. I don't give a flip what you're talking about. I was like, man, this sucker's smart, man. He don't even care no more. He gonna argue with you based on the fact that he didn't win the argument. Yeah,
and then I'm sure he made some money while he was in the NBA, so should be straight.
Speaking of selling shirts, he's selling shirts.
Oh, is he?
Yeah, Mama's cooking, Mama's son. Mama's son shirts. They look rustic. Let me say that. But definitely buy them shits, please.
Yeah, please support
them. Buy the fuck out them shits. I might buy one.
Yeah. Shit, I'm gonna get a truckload. Fuck
it. I'm gonna get a truck.
Shout out to Common. Yeah. It's the 16th anniversary of B.
Just listen to it today.
This week. Great album, man. I guess my favorite. I wouldn't even say one of my favorite, but my favorite Common album to date. It was really at a time where Kanye was on fire. And everything he touched was kind of crazy at the moment, but he really fucking put his fucking teeth into that album.
Like, yeah, I think they really sat down and fleshed that one out.
Like, I mean, That and Find It Forever, like, he really had two back-to-back fire-ass albums. But They Say is crazy. I think Love Is another one that's crazy. Testify was stupid. Honestly, like, it's one of the albums I could really play straight through and you know.
Yeah, the intro is probably one of my favorite.
Oh yeah, intro is crazy.
My favorite introductions to any album. Hearing that song with the bass line, like I remember buying the album and sitting in my car in the parking lot and listening to the intro before I pulled off. I was like, man, that shit need to run again. Like, I need to give it its space. But B is probably my favorite Common album by far. I really like Finding Forever, but B has a real flow to it that Finding Forever doesn't
kind of lacks.
Yeah, like
and Finding Forever kind of has more commercial joints.
Yeah,
like he kind of tried to make singles a little bit more.
He found that wave and started pushing for.
Yeah, he had that British girl that we've never seen. Yeah, I would say we've never seen again. Yeah, where's Lily Allen at?
In the UK.
Yeah, that was.
I like that song.
Yeah, it's good.
Yeah.
It gets her down.
When the last time y'all listened to that?
Just yesterday.
What was his name? What was the other single that she had? The Littlest Things or Little Things? I remember listening to her project back in the day.
Her album was dope because she was talking a lot of shit.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was one. It was one of
those. It was a period piece.
Yeah, it's one of those things where they were trying to find a new Amy Winehouse, and they were just like grabbing.
Really?
No.
Nah, she wasn't like that because she was making comical shit.
Yeah.
She was talking about.
Yeah, but it was like, I'm me. I'm a mess. Music.
Oh
my God!
$10 to do that again. R&B music.
It's like that
Women's
whole
R&B in general.
Yeah, I'm a mess. Music like this. That's Amy Winehouse.
Music.
Like, there's another the black girl that does that. Everybody loves.
Kalani.
Yeah, her too.
Salty.
SZA.
I know this was like a complete genre.
Yeah, it's definitely a genre, man.
Yeah.
That Amy Winehouse created.
Bleep all of this.
Yeah.
What?
Nah, don't believe it. Don't believe it. Nah,
Yeah,
I do think that is. It's just part. It's a sign of the time. It's the same way niggas. All niggas rap like Future, a thug. Like it's just a monkey see, monkey do type situation.
Yeah, and I think some of that shit is label influence. It, like they see like
course,
type
bro.
of thing works. So like, you know what
You should do this.
Yeah. So shout out to Common. One of the I think that's my favorite Kanye produced albums, I'd say too.
Yeah, that's
He's
very
just
arguable.
a producer.
Yeah.
What other album competes with that?
I think
Competes
the
with that?
spiritual like successor to that album would be Get Lifted.
Yeah, that's a good album. That's probably the second best Kanye produced album, the John Legend. Yeah, debut. Yeah.
I just listened to that.
Yesterday?
Shout out Hughes.
Used to Love You. Yeah.
Yeah. Heaven only knows.
Yeah, it's a dope album.
Dope album.
Yeah, on that note, I guess we'll be right back. Yeah, you know the vibes. Sean's favorite phrase.
I said this shit the other day. I was like, fuck.
It's your co-host with the most.
It's your boy.
But yeah, like, you know, how we usually do, what we've been watching, what we've been listening to. For me, I've been fucking with a lot of NBA podcasts. So shout out to Zach Lowe. I listened to the Lowe Post. It's a really, you know, kind of cool NBA podcast. It's just getting to the particulars of what's going on from week to week. Old Man in the Three. I think I talked about it before. That was
Old Man in the Three is a great
really
name.
good name.
That's a great name.
That's with Duncan Robinson. Oh no, actually that's JJ Redick's podcast. Yeah.
Old Man in the Three is a great name.
Yeah. Also The Jump. It's it's a TV series, but I always listen to the podcast. So shout out to Rachel Nichols. As always. Maybe I shouldn't claim that. Maybe we should bleep that. But anyway, other than that, music wise, I've been listening to Jay Electronica a lot. His first mixtape, What the Fuck is Jay Electronica? Great tape. It's like you get to see the early signs of greatness. He rhymes on a lot of Dilla beats. There's some Nas joints on there. He gets busy on. So that's pretty much it. Oh, I guess what I've been watching. What the fuck have I been watching? I tried. We talked about before. I tried Modoc. I mean, it didn't really pull me in. But shout out to Marvel. They had little cute appearances with the. One thing I was like skeptical about is like, are they gonna like have like Iron Man? Like, are they gonna throw in other Marvel characters or
real hero shit?
Or are they gonna? Is this gonna be licensing issues or what the fuck is gonna happen? But it seems like they got. Marvel's finally seems like they got free range with their characters, man. It's been a long fight. If you're a Marvel fan, you know the fight they had to go through with Fox and all that shit.
You know what it probably looks like an adult Teen Titans. Like, you know how Teen Titans is
kind of like that. It's kind of like that. It's kind of like that. Like I was saying, it's kind of like if Robot Chicken, like the creators of Robot Chicken, did a Marvel series. It's Oh shit! That was Pod took an odd take. Turn. Yeah, that's pretty much it. Like I said, try Modoc. I think I'm gonna go back to Invincible again. After we've been talking about it, I'm like, you know what? I kind of want to catch all the intricate details this time. Like, sometimes when you watch it the first time, like it's good, but you're so enthralled by the series that you don't get a chance to just really
I got a hot
diagnose
take
it.
about Invincible that I think is going to come up next season that we're going to talk about off the pod. Okay. But, yeah, I think I might go back and revisit Invincible, too. I just wanted to mention it so I don't forget. I thought about this shit the other day. Like, something ain't right. But
Nah, I gotta go back and see if I find it. But yeah.
Matter of fact, I won't say no. I'll let you see.
Yeah. What you got?
What I've been listening to, what came on awkwardly during the pod was the previous Hughes for Monday Blues that I dropped last week. I pretty much was riding that out up until the beginning of this week or Sunday, where I released another one. I don't want to number them no more. They're just gonna have different pictures. But this week I've been listening. This week I was listening to Millionaire by Khalees. I don't know where I was and I heard that. I was chilling with Ricky, and we had an intricate conversation about, I don't know if it's VSCO or Visco. I don't know how you say it, but that app. That app. Yeah. So we're going through Visco, and he was like, "Yeah, I edit all my pictures through here." And I'm looking at all these pictures that he has. I'm like, "Damn, he's got so much more content on this shit than I do." So I go through pictures that I got in my drafts, and I just start editing them. And I found a picture of my daughter that reminded me of the song Millionaire. I was like, oh shit. Like, I gotta put this in some sort of like contextual form. So it just ended up, that song is the first song on this Hughes because it started off all the other songs that I ended up putting on there. But
remember that song with Bruno Mars? And be a millionaire.
Oh, not as good. Not as good.
What was that nigga name?
What's his name?
Travis McCoy. Goddamn, man.
Wow.
That's a Walsh reference, bro. For your ass, bro. Where's that
Gym
nigga
Class
at?
Heroes?
Yeah.
I used to date this chick who used to love that nigga. And I'd be like,
me too. What was her
why?
name?
Let's not talk about it on the
Same girl.
It was kind of freaky, right? How much she was like.
There's another. Apparently, this might be the reason we finish each other's sentences.
Some of that mama's cooking.
Sandwiches.
That mama's cooking.
Oh shit, that might be the name of the podcast. Just so we can keep this shit official, bro. We don't want no
smoke.
Boy. Anyway, I put Black Maybe on here. You Black Maybe.
Great song.
Yeah. Heaven Only Knows. I went on this rant on Twitter about how pissed I was when I bought the Get Lifted album and Pusha T's verse wasn't on Heaven. But I realized they only did it in a video and they didn't put all that remix shit on it. But I guess it was just for marketing because you see where John Legend is now.
That was crazy. It was a really dope time. I don't know if that happens anymore where like songs would only exist in the video.
Yeah, I mean, Kendrick Lamar, 21 Savage, a lot.
No, a lot is.
No, he's got another verse in the video.
Oh, you're right. You're right. Yeah, I forgot about that. Yeah.
So
yeah, because he raps about the deportation and shit. Yeah. Yeah, you're right.
Find a Way, Tribe Called Quest. Look of Love remix, Slum Village. Silent Treatment, The Roots.
Shout out Jay Dilla.
Passing Me By, The Far Side.
Shout out Jay Dilla.
Heaven All Around Me, Saba, and Sunshine Salt.
It's hell of a playlist.
Yeah, it was solid, man. I was impressed with myself, man. Thank you for everybody who listened. Taji hit me up after I said it to him. I should have said it to the group.
Nah, I think you sent it to me. But my iTunes canceled, bitches.
Again, Legends of the Fall.
Taking my talents to Spotify.
Legends of the Fall. Beef and Broccoli I still listen to on the regular. I don't know why I love that intro so much, but yeah, Beef and Broccoli just... It's like it sounds like waking up in the morning. Like if I could set it as my alarm, I would.
You can.
Y'all niggas just started something.
Niggas done started something.
Salt.
Shout out to the Locks.
Living in America, Tiptoe, Smiling Go. On the last playlist there was a song from who was it? Spooky Mansion. I listened to the Spooky Mansion album. Spooky Mansion is really, really dope. Torture is probably one of my favorite songs, like to listen to on repeat and sing obnoxiously while I'm at work. So I know all my employees, or coworkers, however you want to call it. In High Places by Mike Oldfield. It's a interesting song. If you don't know where it was sampled from, you should definitely play it. I think Taji sent me this song a while back. And I think that might be it. What I've been watching, That bullshit, man. Podcast.
Oh, speaking of which, I meant to talk about this. My bad. Sorry to cut you off.
No, fuck it.
I just remembered.
No, I'm playing. Go ahead.
Bad.
Go ahead.
But it just hit me. I'm sorry because I meant to talk about this. But as I've been saying in all the other episodes, the fucking wrestling series, documentary shit.
Yeah.
I still haven't gotten
Yeah,
into it.
bruh.
Where do I have to go on Hulu?
Nah. Well, yeah, probably. I don't know if Hulu got A&E, but they might. I got Sling, so.
Who'd they do next?
They did the Ultimate Warrior this week. Oh my god,
Hot.
bruh,
Shit is crazy.
so dope. I don't want to give too much away, but like
He was like a real nigga Macho Man Savage on the low.
it's crazy because one thing I learned from that shit is like, bruh, the back end of like wrestling, like they kind of decide who's gonna be the king, like each time. So like, you know, they decided to crown him as the champion. So like, you got to make sure you draw. You know what I mean? So they look at numbers like, yo, who's drawing right now and shit. And it's a whole, you know, him and Hulk Hogan had beefs because like they were trying to be the top. You know, they fucking dethroned him and shit. But on another sad note, fucking Ultimate Warrior died when he was like 55, man.
Yeah.
Like.
Thanks.
It had me thinking about my own mortality is fucked up because they were talking about like, yo, everybody in the family died around in their 50s, like all the men in their family. It's like it's a weird thing to know that you don't have a lot of time on this earth. Like, it's just like a genetic thing. Yeah. But I definitely recommend that shit, man. Like I said, man, it's an 8-part series. Next week they doing Mick Foley. Mankind.
Shit.
Yeah. Shawn Michaels shit was crazy. I think I talked about it on the last podcast. But yeah, man. Anyway, sorry.
Yeah. I ain't really been watching shit, and I got to pee so bad I can feel it in my feet. So, never washed up.
Todd, you got some shit?
Oh, yeah, my bad.
Oh, my bad. I'm going to keep it light. Undersea EP by the Antlers, one of my favorite joints from them besides Hospice. Really good. Y'all should check it out. Unknown Mortal Orchestra, the Multi-Love album. Shit is incredible. I actually went back and listened to Fly Union, Shake It In Club.
Okay. Finish Line.
Yeah, Finish Line. I like Don't Call, Salutation, the intro joint. It's really great.
Giroux had a nice little run. He had that Beats campaign with LeBron. I think he probably plugged in with Rich because they all from, you know what I'm saying, the same city and shit. But yeah, I fuck with Fly Union.
Yeah, Fly Union was dope.
Since I went to Memphis, I listened to a lot of 3-6.
As you
Project
should.
Pat, Fraser Boy.
Pata?
Yeah. I listened to Hughes, which is great.
Hey,
I peeped a little bit of Benny. Yeah.
What, Benny dropped the project?
Yeah.
I'm gonna listen to that Mac Homie too. Shout out.
Oh yeah, shout out Mark Homie. Yeah, I forgot to drop that. Shout out Mark Homie. Just dropped a really dope album, Pray for Haiti. It's executive produced by Westside Gunn. They had a little beef for a while, but apparently he's back with Griselda. I really enjoyed that album. It's probably one of my favorite albums of this year, for sure. Great rapper. If you like that old school '90s shit.
I'm only 2 songs in on the Benny joint, so can't really call it yet.
Burden of Proof.
It's a nah.
What's it called?
Trust the Sopranos.
Oh, the compilation.
Yeah. And that's it. Just a lot of random ass hipster shit. Modest Mouse got some singles. Leon Bridges got singles.
Yeah.
Yeah. So.
I hate Leon Bridges. It's clean ass nigga, man.
Yeah. That's really it. I haven't been watching nothing just because
I've
been watching a lot of live baseball. Went to Nashville, went to Memphis. That's it.
Yeah, Leon Bridges does make
Braves on the run.
Yeah,
Braves on
barefoot guitar music. I hate that nigga, man. All right. Oh well. I'm sorry, Todd.
Hey, man, it's all right.
Yeah. We are washed, but never washed up.
Yeah, I'm gonna go take a piss. Washed, never washed up, man. Thank you for watching. Shout out to the gods and goddesses.
Like, share, subscribe. Shout out to the gods and goddesses.
Ask the wash gods.
Yeah, ask the wash gods at Gmail.
Please.
Shout out
Send
to
us shit.
No Limit Exposure.
404 creators born in the building.
Yeah. Thanks to the bitches and bitchettes. We out.
Dogs, cats.
Oh.
I don't know. I hope we got that.